This is ESPN on ABC.
In 49 states, it's just basketball, but Game 3 is in Indiana. And for the first time in a quarter century, this building will host an NBA Finals game. The Pacers, they stole home court, and they're trying to protect it here tonight. But will being back on familiar nets ignite a better shooting performance from Tyrese Haliburton? He's had the moment, but now they need to capture the momentum. And it will be challenging, Haliburton told me. This OKC defense is the best he's ever seen. But Game 3s, they've been a kryptonite for SGA and the Thunder this postseason. Can they storm in and take a series lead? We're counting it down on ABC.
That's true.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been legit.
OKC restored order on their home floor.
We've got a Thunder avalanche.
The series now shifts to Indiana, and the Pacers hope momentum does too.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what people have to say about our road to get here. We're 3 games away from being NBA champions.
Haliburton, bang!
It don't matter what they say, I'm timeless.
While one star searches for answers, the other is leaving no doubt.
Shea Splendor on full display.
It's going to take supreme level of focus to reach an ultimate goal.
Time awaits no one. Game 3 of the NBA Finals is next.
Welcome to NBA Countdown, delivered by DoorDash.
Hello from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the site of Game 3 of the NBA Finals, as this series has shifted back to Indianapolis. These fans have been waiting a long time to be able to host a game of this magnitude. As we welcome you into NBA Countdown, alongside Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, Bob Myers, I'm Malika Andrews. And gentlemen, the star that has signed the brightest in this series, it has clearly been Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Stephen A.
The brother's spectacular. He's the reigning league MVP. He's averaging 36 on 49% shooting from the field, 40% from three-point range, over 90% from the free throw line. He has been everything he's been built to be, and he has put the Indiana Pacers on notice. I'm coming. I'm just getting started. We should have had Game 1. We got Game 2. I'm coming to take y'all out.
Yep, it's all about down the rosters and role players. Where do they play better? They play better at home. That's enough from us. We'll see you at halftime. It's time to get it over to tip-off and Mike Breen.
Thanks, Malika. These passionate Pacer fans have waited 25 years to attend an NBA Finals game in this arena. The wait's over. And after a split in the first 2 games in Oklahoma City, the dreams of a first NBA title are very much alive. And they are obviously ready to assist tonight with their hearts and with their lungs. And good evening, everyone, with Richard Jefferson and Doris Burke. Mike Breen on hand, George Sedano with us as well. Welcome to Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Game 1 was a thriller. Game 2 was a blowout. Each team had a win. It's a best-of-5 series now. Richard, let's start with OKC. Every time they desperately needed a win, they've been successful. And their superstar point guard has saved his best games for those must-have games.
No, he has, Mike. He is off to a historic start to these NBA Finals. He scored more points than anybody in NBA history to start his career here in the finals. But in Game 2, it was his passing and his shot creation that helped set the tone. Look at how wide open Chet Holmgren is. Here, he splits the screen. 3 defenders come over. J-Dub wide open, and this is my favorite one. The throw ahead. The ball finds him again, and right to Alex Caruso. The Indiana Pacers are going to have to make him pressure and feel him in order to get a win here in Game 3.
He's not their only superstar. Their team defense is a superstar. With more on that, we say hello to George. Hey, George.
Hey, Mike, the Oklahoma City Thunder are only the 4th team in the shot clock era to hold their opponent without a 20-point score in the first 2 games of the NBA Finals. This OKC defense tops in the league this year. When I asked Cason Wallace, who's the best player on this defense, he shrugged his shoulders and said, we're all the best defensive player. We all believe that. He said Wallace is the best job. Shrugged his shoulders and said, we're all the best defensive player. We all believe that. He said Wallace is the best job of picking up everyone full court. Jalen Williams does the best job of covering 1 through 5. Lou Dort does the best job of navigating through the screens. And Alex Caruso, the playing lanes. A collaborative effort, Mike, for a menacing defense that makes opponents miserable.
George, thank you. Meanwhile, for the Pacers, they're the subject of our Domino's pregame HQ. That defense is a big part of why Tyrese Halliburton has had his ups and downs, Doris. Obviously, the iconic moment in Game 1, but it hasn't been easy for him. And for them to win a title and to win this series, obviously, he's got to figure out a way to get past that.
Oklahoma City knows he is the catalyst for this entire system, and that his desire is to get downhill as a driver and touch the paint. So they've limited those two things. So what does that mean? It means he's got to play with force and be opportunistic sometimes in the mid-range. If that means getting off the ball and relocating as a shooter, he has to do that. Space is what Tyrese Halliburton needs. But it's not just the scoring, Mike. This team is 19-1, and anyone will tell you it's about the points and the assists. He's got to score, and he's got to make the guys around him better.
Well, we're ready for Game 3. The state of Indiana and the game of basketball have always had a special bond. Ever since the game was invented, this historic relationship between the two, it's as strong as ever.
The NBA Finals are presented by YouTube TV, where your favorite sports and live TV are in one app. There's no TV like YouTube TV. Try it free. And in part by Ford. This presentation of the NBA Finals presented by YouTube TV will continue after this message in a word from our ABC stations.
In 49 states, it's just basketball, but this is Indiana.
The NBA Finals are tied at 1 game apiece. The Pacers will head home and get the joke from their home crowd.
I just know Gabriel's going to be rocking with him, and I know how long this city's been waiting, for this finals experience.
Our home court advantages are different because people are really passionate about our teams, and their parents were passionate about the team, and their parents before that were passionate about the teams.
Every game's a reset. And basketball reminds you of that. It's very humbling. It shows you that if you don't stay in the moment, if you don't come ready to play, you can get beaten.
Turn the page, focus on Game 3. That's the biggest game of the year.
It's been one of the most anticipated finals.
You are watching what greatness is all about. Back out to Allen. Bang!
Just keep it coming. 3 in a row. And the dream season is now complete. Welcome to the NBA Finals presented by YouTube TV. Boy, do they have Pacer fever in Indianapolis. First Finals home game in 25 years. Tyrese Halliburton wearing a mic for us tonight.
This the one?
That's what
That's
you
cool.
want. You like that?
That's cool. Huh? He coming today. He's at Courtside tonight. He's going to be over there. Yeah.
Always the big smile from the star point guard. Starting lineups brought to you by Ford. And Mark Daigneault and the Thunder keep the same starting 5 that they've had in these finals, with Payson Wallace rounding out the 5 homegrown, Gilgeous-Alexander Williams, and of course Lou Dort. Meanwhile, for the Indiana Pacers, same starting 5 they've had for every playoff game during this incredible run as they head into Game 3 of these NBA Finals. Again, the last time they had a finals game here, it was the first year of this building's existence. They had a different name back then, but same loud, crazy fans. It has just been phenomenal to get the feel of how much they love their Pacers, Richard.
I have been blessed to play 2 playoff series here in this building. One that involved the great man Reggie Miller and Oscar Robertson right there next to him. And look, everywhere else they say it's just basketball, but this is Indiana. That is a true statement.
And Doris, the road for both these teams have had rough times in Game 3. You're looking at Indiana's 0 for 3 in their Game 3s. Oklahoma City's 1 and 2.
Rick Carlisle in our coaches meeting talked about this group playing with force. and playing with an urgency, which he does not believe they've done in the first half of basketball games. I got to believe the juice they get from this crowd enhances that.
Of course, Indiana thrilled to get one win, but we're not happy